Hey fam, happy, what is it, July 14th, I think? Yes, July 14th. I don't know if this is a daily or this is going to be a random talk story. Forgive that I'm not on camera. I totally just woke up and got out of bed, so I just look ridiculous right now. But I've been feeling I wanted to do a video that's a little more about astrology because of all the things that are going on right now. And then I was watching a video by Stormy Grace on YouTube, who's fabulous. If you want to know a lot more about astrology, I absolutely love her channel. She's amazing. So definitely go check her out. But she posted a video this morning that oh my god, I need to talk about this. This is what I've been waiting for. And it just set me off this morning. So this is just kind of an impromptu, I just need to make this happen. So like I said, don't know where we're gonna go, don't know what's gonna happen. But we're gonna go on this journey together. So maybe this is gonna be your daily for the 14th, I don't know. But I'm sure most of you are already aware, everything that's going on astrologically. We're in between two eclipses. We had the solar eclipse on the 2nd. We have this lunar eclipse coming up in, 14th? So depending where you are in the world, I think it's 16th or 17th, depending. So very, very close to this lunar eclipse on the full moon. With that, we're also underneath 6 retrograde planets. Yes, I said 6. It's crazy. So we already know we're under Mercury retrograde. We also have Jupiter in retro, Saturn in retro, Pluto in retro, Neptune in retro, and then Chiron also in retro in Aries. So lots of things getting inverted and flipped around, and our internal space is just getting all kinds of wang-doodled up. Just lots of randomness going on. But this period is really all about introspection. So there's lots of questioning and lots of redefining. Your own personal identity could be shifting and altering. Even to yourself, you're looking at yourself a different way. You could be taking in perceptions from others and be like, no, that's not what's going to define me. That's not how I'm going to be. I'm not happy with that anymore. This is going to shift. I am going to change. I am going to evolve. You're going to move beyond certain things that held you back and releasing things that kept you limited, or at least made you think that you were limited. So literally your own identity is coming into question in a great way, because it's bringing your awareness to things that need to be shifted or released or adjusted, however that goes for you. And a lot of times, especially with some of these planets, we have Saturn and Pluto in there, in our little retro mix. Chiron also, So some of these, especially because of those planets, but some of these, revelations and kind of breakthroughs can come with a lot of challenge and a lot of pain. Definitely emotional pain. So you may have to be working through some things. And for those of us who are clinging really tightly, this retro period can be really hard. Because essentially we're being forced to give up. Well, I guess we're not forced. You have free will. You could choose to not, but that would make this period even harder. I always say with a retro period or any time that you have a releasing coming up. So some of you it could be a full moon phase or something. The more you resist, the more you try to hold on to the thing that's trying to be taken away or trying to be released. The harder you resist that, the harder this period is going to be. So if you are trying to maintain something, or if you are trying to pursue something that, maybe on some level you're like, oh, I don't know if this is really right, or, I really want to do this thing, but I'm set up to do this thing, so I'm just going to kind of keep, like a lemming, I'm just going to keep moving in this direction without kind of making my own decision. People who are on that path, a lot of times that's where these planetary shifts get hard, because you're almost leaving the universe no choice. This needs to go. If you won't release it, I'm going to put you in a situation where it gets taken away. And that's where the pain comes from, because it's like pulling off a Band-Aid. It needs to get pulled off. You need to be released from it. But, if you're trying to hold on to it so hard, that's where, you're adding more struggle and you're adding more suffering to the mix. So, I wanted to throw that out there first. Just know that we are all in a period of major introspection, major self-reflection, and again, major re-identifying. We are all, honestly, I want to say in 2 months' time, we're all going to be in a different place, or at least heading in a completely different direction. If you're not already doing that now. What made me really want to talk about today's video in particular, we have an aspect today. The Sun is in an opposition to Pluto, which is great. It's an awesome aspect. And oppositions, to me, oppositions, yes, they're like a more challenging aspect, but to me, they're not the worst. Because to me, oppositions, it's like you and a friend sitting on opposite ends of the table. Like, you want to work together, I see you, I acknowledge you, I just don't know what you want. I don't know how to help you. That's why you're on opposite ends of the table. You're kind of looking at each other from across the way, not quite sure how to move forward. That's kind of how planets in an opposition are. So we have the sun on one side, and then we have Pluto on the other side. So you think the sun, life, vitality, energy, you know, passion, motivation, drive, you know, all these beautiful things. Which, obviously, we're in Cancer season, so the sun is over here in Cancer. You have the Pluto in opposition, in retrograde, in Capricorn. And Pluto is all about transformation, right? And it's also, you know, it's the planet that rules Scorpio, so it's all about the shadow self. Kind of going within, digging deep, finding that hidden little lump of coal and turning it into this magnificent diamond. So a lot of times when we have an opposition like this, or actually anything where Pluto is trying to work on us and trying to transform us, a lot of times it does that by literally flipping us inside out. You know, it's like the hangman in tarot. Like, it forces us into the darkness to find the light. Like, we have to be inverted and flipped on our head so we can see things from another perspective, so we can look at things from another angle and really find some truth in it. So with this aspect, especially with everything else that's going on in the heavens, this aspect really is making you look at what is it that needs to be let go. And also, I would even add, what is your relation to it? Is this something that you're, you know, clutching so hard with all your might, or are you kind of ready to, like, go ahead, universe, take it. I don't need this anymore. You know, where on this spectrum, and maybe you're in between, maybe you're only gripping it with one finger, and you're like just about, you know. So be aware of that. Be aware, you know, what in your daily life do you feel like you're clinging so tight to? Or what is constantly on your mind that you think about several times a day, and it just plays on a loop and a loop and a loop. And it's probably something that you're like, why isn't this happening? This is what I want. This is my dream. Why isn't that going on? Or something that you just like tirelessly kind of obsess over. And because that's what it is. It's the obsession. It's the like, I just can't let this go. And the universe is like, well, you have to for me to take care of it. Give it to me. Yeah, go ahead, take it. I can't. You're holding on. Like, take it. Like, it's this weird struggle battle. You know, and essentially we're at this point where the universe is either like, okay, you're either gonna open your hand so I can take this from you, or I'm gonna just cut your hand off and take it then. Like, somehow I'm going to get a hold of this. Either you give it to me, or I will force you to release it. Like, that was a real graphic example. I hope no one loses a hand, but that's kind of what's going on. So be aware of that today. You know, kind of take some time to really think about it. What is it that I'm obsessing over? What is it that I just can't seem to surrender? You know, and just, you know, have trust that it's going to happen, that the universe is working things out. Because, you know, and I firmly believe, no matter what is going on, the good, the bad, the ugly, the happy, the sad, the beautiful, the grotesque, like, no matter what is going on, it is all sent to help us. Either to push us out of a situation by making it uncomfortable, to give us a challenge, to strengthen us, to rise above it. Like, no matter what's on the playing field, it is meant to help us. It is meant to bring us more. So this is just another example. But the more suffering and the more struggle you create, the harder this moment is going to be. But big thing right now is just kind of be aware. What is it that I can't let go? What is it I just can't seem to get over? And just, you know, be okay. You know, you just kind of have to accept this is what it is right now. And that's fine. Doesn't mean it's always going to be this way. Doesn't even mean that this is the forever. But this is what it is now. Maybe there's a reason why it's like this now. You know, so if this is a job, maybe the next job isn't ready yet. Or maybe you don't have the skills just yet. So this is an opportunity to strengthen and grow and learn from this experience before the next, you know, opportunity presents itself. You may not be capable of it as of just yet. Maybe I see you in there. Maybe the person you want to be with, maybe they're not at a place where you want them to be. Maybe they look nice and shiny and sexy and pretty, but inside they still have some growing to do. You know, if you got into union now, maybe you don't like the actual person they are. There's something you don't fully understand, or maybe you're not fully equipped to give them what they need to keep them. There's so many elements left in this puzzle that maybe we're not aware of. So use this retro period with all these planets, which a lot of them we're going to have for a couple months. Oh, someone slipped out there. Perfect. So take this time, reflect, go within, be patient. Biggest thing, surrender. Know that it's working out for you. Hilarious. Hilarious, hilarious, hilarious. All right. So we're talking about this opposition. Look, first card out. Here we are with our Sun card. Spirit. We also have Mercury, which we know is in retro. And then 11th house. Friends. All right. So remember, this is general, so you may only apply to one of these cards, you may apply to a combo of them, but honestly what I'm getting with this Sun's card, look, I talk about Mercury and it's like, gooped you. So with this Sun card, this is really our sense of self. This is who we are, who we're becoming, who we're growing into, where our passions are, where our fire is, what's giving us literal life is coming into question. It's up for review. Our awareness is being brought to this. Where do we feel powerful? Where do we feel vital? You know, where do we feel the heat of this sun? Mercury, so all about the mind, communication, speech, you know, writing, well, I said communication. You know, but here with Mercury coming into play, to me, especially with it being the planet of the mind, this is where we're thinking and analyzing and processing using some logic. This is where we're starting, so we're looking for where do we feel this heat, where do we feel this fire? And then are we aligning ourselves with it? Mentally, is our plan for what we're doing, what we're accomplishing, what we're working on, does all of that align with where this passion is? And then to me, this 11th house, you know, this house of friends and socializing and groups and community, this is the support. This is where we come together. Because honestly, I think this realization for some of us, if not a lot of us, you know, can be kind of hard. Sometimes it's really hard to be like, oh my God, how did I start moving in the wrong direction? Can I even switch now? Maybe I'm too far down this path for me to turn around and go back now. I tell you, you're probably not. But for those people who do need a readjustment, that can be super scary. That can be super scary. And then it also feels like you know, may even feel like you wasted time putting in this road, and now you are coming to this realization you need to abandon it to go to another one. This is where you get the help. This 11th house. Whether this is a community, you know, just for support, like these are your friends, like, you know, we got you, you can do this. Oh my God, I've always seen you in this type of role though. Like, I know you're capable and strong enough to make this happen. You know, they even may be people who help bring you the right connections. Oh my God, you want to get into advertising? I know someone who works at a firm. Like, let me hook you two up. He may have something for you. You know, so this could go either way, because this is all about community groups. So honestly, could go either way. You may even have some of these planets in your 11th house, which is activating, you know, this community or circle of friends that can really, you know, get some good juju going and maybe get some support out there. But it's this Sun and this Mercury that are doing the most. Actually, I'm going to put the Sun on top. Oh, you can't see any of those. Let's not do it that way. Here we go. Just like that. And then I thought we have this lunar eclipse coming, so why not get some Moonology cards? That one came out real fast. Ha! Oh, Spirit, you're funny today. Look at that. What do you need to release? Hilarious. Waning moon. We're just going to leave that front and center. What do you need to release? And the whole topic of this morning. So yes, what do you need to release? So this lunar eclipse is still a full moon. Perfect time. What is this? New moon in Sagittarius. Luck is on your side. Beautiful. So I will say with the Saturn and Pluto opposition, the moon right now, currently this morning, is in Sagittarius. At some point today, it's going to move into Capricorn with Pluto. You know, Sagittarius, that's our truth seekers. You know, they set our goals for us. So to me, the moon right now in Sagittarius, this is where you can get your understanding. On an emotional and a soul level, you have this kind of Sagittarian influence to find your truth. What is it you need to release? And then by the time the moon moves into Capricorn tonight, that's when you can start doing something. Because Capricorn's pretty serious, very hardworking. But with this guidance, with this foresight, now you can get to work. Now you can put some things into motion. Let's get one more. Magic number 3. I feel like I was saying something earlier, now I can't remember what it was. It'll come back to me. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. I think there's 2 in here. There are 2 in here. All right. That's okay. Bonus. Ha ha. Universe, you're so funny. All right. So we've got the mutable moon. Nothing is yet set in stone. And it's so funny. Sagittarius, mutable sign. Mutable sign. So here's your mutable moon. Oh my god, look. These 2 actually literally put that card together. And then you just have generic new moon. So here you have mutable moon, which is Sagittarius, new moon, and then here's your new moon in Sag. I can't even. But new moon, a new start is coming. Like I said, how you see yourself, how you define yourself, how you identify yourself is changing. Maybe you identify as a really chill, laid-back kind of person. You know, maybe you're getting a job that's going to put you in the spotlight. You are elevating. You are going to have more responsibilities. And maybe that seems intimidating now. You're like, I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can manage this whole team of people. This is where you start to see yourself differently. You're not the inexperienced one. You're not the, oh no, I'm not good enough for that. I'm not strong enough for that. I'm not capable of this. Yes, you are. And you're about to see yourself completely differently. All right. Well, okay. Well, since we're here, I'm like, we're gonna pull some tarot. I wasn't sure if I was going to or not, but no, we're gonna do it. Oh my god, hilarious. So I just looked at the bottom of the deck. What was left on the bottom of the Moonology cards, look at that. Surrender to the divine. We were talking about that earlier. Alright. Alright. So we've got 2 majors out so far. Whoa, 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 whoa. Y'all got a little crazy there. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay. Of course. I'm going to condense these down just so we can slide these up a bit. Alright, my friends. So our first 2 out, we got the Strength card along with the Emperor. Amazing energy. So Strength card is a card for Leo, so maybe some of us, what's starting off now with this lunar eclipse is just kicking off. Leo season is when we start to see that full manifestation of it. But I feel like these 2 cards coming out, this is really about you claiming your strength, claiming your power, reigniting yourself, and taking charge here with Aries. You know, the first thing I thought of too, Chiron is in Aries right now, in retro, and that's the planet of the wounded healer. So definitely some emotional triggers, some deep, deep emotional wounds could be coming up, and you could be getting really angry, really sad, out of nowhere, just at a drop of a hat. Maybe you just think of something and then you're just set off. To me, the Emperor being a symbol of Aries is popping up because you're in for this healing, and that healing is going to uncover your strength. Because again, wherever Chiron is, especially in your natal chart, if you know where Chiron is, you know, that's kind of where this deep wound is. But that deep wound also becomes your greatest strength. Alright? So definitely something to be aware of. You have the Star next, which is about hope. It is the card for Aquarius. But it's hope, positivity, youth, optimism, expecting the best, believing in miracles. This is also your guiding star. How to move forward, how to progress, where to turn to. This is the light in the darkness. You have 6 of Cups, so it could be resolving things from the past, could be feeling a little nostalgic, looking back. Someone could even be coming back from the past. Maybe we're reigniting something that we've kind of lost as we've grown. You also have the Hermit here, so very, very kind of close to the star in the idea of a guiding light. Usually this has to do with messages from the divine that again are giving you little hits and little pings on where to go. You know, this is also a light in the darkness. And we kind of talked about that with Pluto also. Then we have the Seven of Pentacles, all about patience, waiting for harvest. And then we also have the Six, which is about being in the flow. To me, this is talking about the surrendering. Because Six of Pentacles being the flow is all about that. It's giving and receiving. So if whatever's coming in your way, you take it, you use it, you know, be grateful for it. And then what you have to give, you give openly and freely. You know, here you can even see in the image, like these coins are just falling out of this fountain onto this cute little plant that needs nourishment and life. You know what I mean? And then yes, so I need to surrender to the divine and then be patient for harvest season. Because it's coming. And you know what the Seven of Pentacles also tells me, the work has been done. Because you think about harvest time, you did all the planting and all of that in the spring, you watered it and took care of the crops during summer, and then you get to fall and harvest season. All the work has already been done. You're just waiting for everything to become ripe. So to me, this is why you have to wait. You've done everything you can do. Now the pieces just need to fall in place. So be open and receptive. Know that you have done your part. And now you sit and receive. So whatever is in front of you that you can work on, that you need to improve, that's coming in, you know, that's where you give your energy and just be open and receptive for when these fruits are ready to be picked. Now is not the time. Be patient. So while you figure that out, what do you need to release? This is your big one. That's your big one. What needs to be released? What are you holding on to so tightly that you can't be in this flow with the Six of Pentacles? It's almost like even if I use this image as the analogy, you can see, let me move up. You can see this guy kind of hanging out on this fountain that's kind of flowing and dropping all this abundance down. You know, holding too tight is almost like him clamping his thighs down and like squeezing this open flow of water so it can't flow anymore. You're just crushing it under your strength. Be open and release it. Hi, Kiona. You know, let it flow and let yourself flow. Be in the rhythm. Even bottom of the deck right now, Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped, feeling stuck, feeling bound, like you can't move forward. Underneath that, we have the Knight of Cups, which is an emotional offering. This could even be an apology. Someone who put you in this cage, maybe, or made you feel that way. Look at that. Queen of Wands, charisma, magnetism, attracting all you desire as things shift and start to get easier. Here with this Six of Swords. Telling you, my friends, it's going to be good, but this immediate period right now where we are can feel tough. Do not lose hope. Focus on what obsessive thoughts you have that make you feel pain, make you feel stuck, make you feel trapped. That is most likely the thing you need to release and surrender to, and open yourself up to what is coming. All right, my friends, this has been a long video. I'm over here chatty, but you haven't heard from me for a while, so now you got an overdose. I'm going to upload this as soon as possible. It actually may not even come up to tonight because I'm going to have to transfer it. So if that's not done by the time I leave for work, you may have to wait till tonight, so I'm sorry. But again, we're going to have these energies for a while, especially when we talk about this lunar eclipse. That's not happening for like 2 days. So hopefully this will get up in time. But I love you guys. As always, thank you. I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do to replace the dailies. And I'm getting a slightly better handle of... Oh, sorry if you can hear the kitties wrestling in the back. You know, with my new job and my added responsibilities, I'm getting a handle of it. I'm sorting out my new routine and what that's going to look like, so I can figure out what my filming schedule will look like moving forward. I just have to figure out what I'm going to do about the dailies, weeklies, whatever's going to happen. I am going to start filming the love predictions this week, so stay tuned for those. I'll probably start filming those tomorrow, actually. Maybe tonight if I feel like it, who knows. But more to come. So, oh, look at me, chatterbox. See, look, I can't even get my thoughts straight. Anyway, so that's all upcoming. So thank you for being patient and holding out for me as I figure that out. As always, thank you for all your love and support and your beautiful comments. I appreciate it so much. You guys are amazing. And with that, I'm going to send you guys out. As always, thank you for all the likes, comments, subscriptions. Definitely like this video, give it a thumbs up so we can help grow this channel and reach more people with our lovely little family here. And if you ever want to reach out to me, feel free to hit me up in the comments. You can DM me on Instagram at The Guiding Chariot. And as always, if you want to book a private session, all that info will be in the description box. Alright, take care my friends, I love you, and enjoy this lunar eclipse coming up. Maybe I'll record a reading during the eclipse, that'd be fun. I'll do that night, I don't know. We'll see. Alright friends, take care, have a great day, enjoy your, Sunday. So, off to a new week, enjoy your new week. I hope you had fun this weekend. Yeah, and take care. I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.